Will we see Saquon Barkley at camp? I love having this conversation. I love it especially because I have an all-time rushing leader for an NFL organization to my right. So there is no one better to have this dialogue than the four gentlemen situated at this desk. 2-5. Should the Giants be worried about Saquon?
I'm going to say no. I mean, you spoke about it. It's too late, right? Like I hate when teams, when they draft these players high, right, they expect them to be good players, right? Great players.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to pay him, they get funny acting, like they don't want to pay him. You knew this was going to happen. Saquon Barkley was a dog at Penn State.
Yep.
He was a dog with the Giants.
Yep.
Right, and he still is. And it's like, now what can we do? Because now if he comes to the team, he's going to sign a 10-year deal for the tag, right? But they can't give him a contract. So it's like, what can he really do? I highly doubt he's going to sit out of football for a whole year. That means no money at all.
Yeah.
Right? So what's he supposed to do? So when you ask me, are they worried about it? Nah. They made this monster, so now they got to deal with it.
But I don't think they're worried, Jay, for a different reason. I don't think they're worried because, and I say this with respect, Saquon Barkley is all bark and no bite as it pertains to his contract dispute. As a player, he all bark and all bite. But as it pertains to the contract dispute, Saquon Barkley, he's a good guy. And good guys, oftentimes, they pay the price of being a good guy. Sometimes you got to be the bad guy if you want to get breaded. But he's been the good guy this whole time. Remember in the interview that we saw, it was from July 11th, but we played it yesterday during the show. Saquon was oscillating, if you will. Should I hold out? I might have to, but I don't want to. If you're the bad guy, you don't have any question of what you're going to do. I remind you all, Kyler Murray, last year, before the Super Bowl, he removed all affiliation with the Arizona Cardinals from his social media. He had just got bounced from the playoffs, James Jones. After the Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl hadn't even been played yet. They still in the middle of the 2022 season. And Kyler Murray, as you were seeing on your screen, completely removed all association from the Cardinals. And he just so happened to become the second highest paid quarterback in the history of the National Football League. Sometimes, Jay, you got to be a bad guy. Should the Giants be worried?
Sometimes you got to be a bad guy, but sometimes you think like, okay, we still got a long time to get this stuff done. We're going to get a deal done, and ain't no need for me to act a fool yet. You know what I'm saying? But the Giants should absolutely be worried, and they should be worried from this standpoint. As a football player, even as a man, respect is everything, right?
Okay.
Right now, Saquon Barkley feels disrespected. I'm the best player on your football team, been the best player on your football team when healthy for the last 3 years, right? And you are going to pay a guy that I feel like I'm better than on the football team, even though he's the quarterback, right? You're going to pay him, give him what he wants, and you're not going to give me what I want, right? So I'm with Shady. I'm not turning down $10 million. I'm never getting that back.
Can't do it.
So I will show up. I don't know when I'm going to show up, but I will show up. But then this is when the problem occurs. When I get there, Brian Dable, don't come up in my face smiling. Y'all don't come up in me smiling like, oh, everything good, Saquon, whatever you need. No, I needed my contract done. And y'all didn't get my contract done. So, you know, when we come up in this game plan, so we running all these boots and all that type of stuff. I'm only getting 15 here. Okay, I see how y'all trying to play it. Just the little stuff will trigger you. When it comes to my teammates, the locker room's the locker room. They ain't got nothing to do with my contract. I'm going to be Saquon Barkley in that locker room and do that. But when it comes to ownership and management and head coaches and coaches, I think that's where they are going to have a problem because you are not going to get a happy Saquon Barkley because he feels disrespected right now.
They say nice guys finish last. Some
they do say that.
I've been last a couple times. I've been second to last. I don't know what that say. I might be nice.
I don't necessarily believe that is applicable on the field, but I do believe it's applicable in the breadline. Like, you're going, no, go right ahead. Oh, no, go right ahead. No, I'll wait. And that's what Saquon Barkley has done. And to your point, yeah, he is a dog on the field.
Dog.
And I don't expect that to change. I don't see him. Will he have some sort of protest? Might he miss some of training camp? Yeah, he might do that. But then he runs the risk for a guy who has had injuries of, are you ready for the season? Are you ready to play? So he's got to protect himself because it's one thing to sit out or say, you know what, I got a hammy, I can't go. It's another thing if you legitimately are not ready to go and you play in game one, or you play at some point in the season, which I assume he would because he wants to get paid, and now you get hurt, and now long-term, your ability to make something beyond this season is compromised. So he's in an impossible situation What's embarrassing to me is all the things that he's doing now he should have done 6 months ago. Like
the belief, though, that it's going to get done. We're a couple million away. Ain't no need, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we 5, 10 million and they like ain't not even close. Everything we heard was 1 or 2 million away.
But you got to draw the invisible line for yourself. Because otherwise you're playing into their game, which is like, we just keep kicking this can down the road.
If you feel like, okay, we're working on this team. If you feel like, hey, I'm in really good talks with Fox, right? We're a million or two off.
Right.
You know, so, hey, we got a little time to get this thing done.
Right.
You're not just going to say, I'm taking all this stuff down when you feel like, hey, it's going to happen.
No, but, well...
Shady brought this up. Shady, you brought this up yesterday, though. At what point in time in a contract negotiation do you got to kick up dust? Drew Rosenhaus, your phenomenal agent, helped you get paid. You're one of the highest paid players in the history of that position. So you know about making money as a running back, really better than all running backs in history outside of 5 players. At what point? What you grinning for?
I see it on his wrist. He
but they went first round though, so it's hard for me to.
It is.
I'm a little second round.
A little second rounder. At what point should Saquon have kicked up dust? At what point did you kick up dust? At what point are you done playing nice?
You know what? So the thing is, like, the team has to show enough, like, of confidence that we really want you, and show me that. Don't tell me, show me that. So when we went to this table to get a deal done, there's some things that I wanted. I'm like, Drew, we got to get this. And some things that they wanted, that, hey, the GM telling Andy Reid and the owner, we got to get this. You meet in the middle because I want to be here and you want me here, right? So when I hear that $1 million or $2 million apart, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's talk. That's talk for the media, for us. But as a player, I've been in contract situations. On the phone all night. What look like, Drew? What's going on? Texting Andy Reid. Big guy, what we doing? And if it's $1 million or $2 million, you're going to get that done. They find a way. They give you something in a bonus.
Incentives,
right? If they don't give it to you, give you a bonus. I wanted to jump over my contract at the time. It was Adrian Peterson was number 1.
Arian Foster was 2?
Arian Foster was the big dog at the time. And I was trying to jump over him. He got his deal. And that was a fight for me, right? They had their arguments why, and I had my arguments why. But at the end of the day, they got it done. And I didn't jump over him by a lot. By like $80,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
I'm the dude now.
Right, but I wanted like at least $1 million or $2 million more.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't get that. And they didn't get it. What they did was I got what I wanted, $80,000 over Arian Foster, and they didn't have to give me that big $2 to $3 million that I wanted. So if a team wants you and it's $1 or $2 million difference, they'll find a way to work that out.
They were far apart.
I do. I feel like they thought something way different than what Saquon's agent want. Because if you're telling me our best player on our team, not even on offense, I'm going to go out and say the team. The best player on our team, the one that got us there, right, that was 5th in all-purpose yards of the whole NFL, not just running backs, are the whole positions in the NFL, and you telling me that we can get a deal done for $1 million or $2 million?
So I got a question for you, Shady. So within that little $1 or $2 million, that's not a lot of money when you're talking about 30 guaranteed or whatever you may be talking about. If they didn't give you that $80,000 over Arian Foster and they're like, no, we stuck here, you signing it?
I probably would have signed it. Yeah, it was a good deal. It was a really good deal. I mean, they gave me a lot up front. I think my first deal I got was like $21, $22 million guaranteed. At the time, it was really, really good. So yeah, let's take that. And I think my first 3 years was the big numbers in there. So we could work everything else other than that.
So
but you got to get.
I think that's the problem, though.
But what I'm saying, so when you ask for $1 million or $2 million, like, come on. If I'm gonna guarantee you 20 compared to $1 million compared to 22, you're not tripping over that. Think about it though. If you on Fox, like
I'm with you on that. Like, but that makes me wonder at what point. Like, I don't like being led astray. You know what I mean? I don't like just, I see something on Twitter and I just get to tweeting about it. Like, I can't believe this.
Right.
At what point are we all kind of tripping? In the sense that, Jay, like, if Shady's right, if it was more than $2 million off, and I do believe to some degree it was, like, should Saquon not have accepted, from what we heard, there was a $13 million deal? Like, that's a lot of money for a position that ain't nobody paying right now. Like, if there was a 13 million, well, at least 13 guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might have been 2 years, 20 with 13, whatever the case may be. Like, at what point is it, you know what? Maybe we tripping. Because 13 million, first off, let me say this and then Slick, I'll pass the baton. $10 million for a running back is a lot of money, given the fact that they're not trying to pay running backs right now. Yeah. Let's just make that abundantly clear.
Right.
$10 million is a lot of money. Miles Sanders, Shady, I believe, got the highest guarantees this offseason, and he signed like a 3-year, $15 million deal or something.
No. I
Was
think
it 20?
he got 6 year.
Yeah.
I think he got something like 6 years.
Like, and he was a Pro Bowler last year.
He's a Pro Bowler. He's
had a great season last year. Went to Penn State, second-round pick, all the things as well.
Can I ask just last before you go off? Like, but even if it's like the yearly average, right? If it's the yearly average income, you can play with so many different things. Add an extra year, add a little bit more guarantee. You can figure out what you want to do, bro. Y'all know this. If you want to get a deal done.
Yeah.
So this is the problem. Number one, I disagree with you in that Saquon, if he was offered anything above $10 million multiple years, that he would say, look at the market. I'm still getting paid well. He's looking at Daniel Jones getting paid the way he did on potential. Yeah. And he's looking at what he means to the New York Giants. He's going, I don't care what the going rate for running backs is right now. Like, I know what I mean to the New York Giants right now, and I know you just spent money on your quarterback.
You can't do that.
Thank you. I was going to say that, Shady. Like, you can't count other people's pockets. No. You got to put blinders on. You got to count your own dollars in this life.
I get that. And this is the other problem here, because to your point, like, I don't know if he was offered $13 million guaranteed. Like, I don't know what he was offered.
Right.
And that would go, if you're trying to get the court of public opinion, which is what he's doing with all the stuff that he's doing now. The Giants, if he comes in the building mad, but he's going to play, okay. It's a little uncomfortable. But still, he's going to play. We're getting what we want. Like, okay, we're not going to have lunch together. Okay. But if he plays, I can accept that because I'm getting him at the number that I want. He's going to perform. He has to perform for his own benefit. It's not ideal, but I get it. But what I don't know is, was he really being underserved in what they were offering him? And if they were, he needed to bring that out before we got to the finish line.
I kind of agree with Shady.
Wait, so McCaffrey's at 15, right?
16.
Oh, I'm sorry, 16. And then Kamara's at 15.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this number 3 is...
King Henry, I think, at 14 or something.
Oh, so...
It drops off a lot.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to start talking about that running back.
But here's the thing, though, 2-5, so I just got this in my ear. Miles Sanders got the highest guaranteed this year at 13. So 4-year, $25 million, 13 guaranteed.
So we need 20s.
We need 20. You need. In 2011, I was getting 20s. In 2000,
thank you. So that's minimum.
14, I got like 28. Yeah. Hold on, timeout. See, I wasn't even thinking of it. Oh, nah, he is right.
Yep.
You can't offer no man 13 guaranteed. Oh, nah, he right.
So you put basically so that's 2 times you disrespected me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm the best player on the team.
I'm texting Dayball right now. Dayball, my man. I'm texting like we tripping.
And then you put me in the category of Miles Sanders. No.
But here's the question.
Miles Sanders.
Here's the question, though. Be real. You get 13 guaranteed, but it's a 4-year, $25 million deal. That only breaks out to 6.25 a year.
It don't matter. You know all we're chasing and all Saquon Barkley was chasing was the guaranteed.
Fair.
So as for Miles Sanders, having not the career Saquon Barkley has had, he's coming off a good season saying, oh, you're going to give me $13 million a year? Give me that.
$13 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed, I mean. Give me that. $13 million guaranteed, $6 million a year.
Even
give me that.
But the top can't be $16 million a year, and you got me at...
Old times, though, 2-5. You do real estate. You know what it is. Market crash.
But that's what
market crash.
But Saquon Barkley came out and said, I'm not trying to reset the market. So
right.
I agree with you.
He did say that. Yes, he did.
I agree with you that they had to be far off.
That's what I'm saying.
On the guarantees.
Come on, something.
They had to be. Because if you're telling me on the guarantees I'm off $1 or $2 million,
give me that.
Saquon Barkley in New York, I'm gonna make that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So this lets me know, like Shady said, they had to be some numbers off.
Ooh, somebody's lying, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it eventually.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.